The corporation has been building a brighter future for its citizens. Based on principles of order, loyalty, and civic obedience, the corporation has created a nation that all citizens can feel proud of.
For the whole family. And remember, Friday is Double Ration Day at Rocket Burger, where your corporation food vouchers are worth double points. So blast off to Rocket Burger.
Meanwhile, the police have imposed a citywide lockdown on areas of capital cities as riot control units
You suspect someone of illegal
Please
activity
obey the
or
curfew.
radical symptoms. Please call our 24-hour hotline.
Hold it right there! Wait! Down the ground! That's some tough boy now, huh?
Hey everybody, welcome to Sketchbook Party, which is a show here on Griff House. This is the first episode of anything Griff House oriented. Sketchbook Party is a combination art video game show. I don't know if it's the first of those, but it's mine. Sometimes it'll be me playing games and with picture-in-picture time-lapsed digital drawing process of me doing some artwork inspired by the game or the stream or whatever. And sometimes it'll just be me and maybe a few friends just hanging out playing games, doing drawings and putting them up in the video. Yeah, I thought as a test I'd have our inaugural debut episode be one of my favorite games to play when I'm goofing around or whatever. State of Emergency is a notoriously awful game. I, however, consider it to be I don't know if it's an underrated gem. It's definitely one of my favorite games to play. Let's see. Let's do for those who don't know, State of Emergency came out right after Grand Theft Auto 3, sort of under the momentum of that game and the popularity of that game. A lot of people were misled as to what this was going to be. They thought that this was going to be another Grand Theft Auto level like crime epic, and instead it's this like stupid arcade style kind of beat 'em up shooter thing. Let's go ahead and do. You know what? I haven't played this game in a while. I'll do Chinatown. Let's do the 5-minute. No, hold on. I thought. Well, whatever. We'll do a 5-minute chaos mode. Checking something real quick, you guys. Okay, no. 5-minute chaos mode. So yeah, this game came out right on the heels of GTA 3. Everyone was very excited to play the successor to that, even though it came out like right almost at the same time. And it was reviewed very poorly, considered to be a shallow mess. However, in my opinion, Okay, they put this pretty bad story mode in here, and I think that that's mainly why the game did so poorly. I think that because GTA was such a story-based, story-driven experience, people kind of expected that from this too, and I get the impression that they kind of tried to force a story mode onto this. I mean, I don't know anything about the game's development, but I get the impression that it was never meant to be a story-driven game, because the arcade mode, which is what I'm playing right now, they call it Chaos Mode. This is the shit. Like, this taken as an experience by itself, as just like a crazy taxi style, like point, score attack kind of thing. That aspect by itself makes this game amazing. Now you'll see that there's all these like civilians running around. My goal is to, as you might expect, get as many points as possible. I get points for doing property damage. I get points for killing enemies like cops and gangsters and stuff. I get no points for killing civilians. In fact, if the game starts to feel like you're attacking people intentionally, or sometimes if it just wants to raise the stakes, it'll turn on a penalty for killing civilians. Which, I mean, you could argue that ethically speaking, there should always be a penalty for killing civilians, but if it was always on, I mean, you will kill innocent people right and left, which, hey, that might be like a sort of quasi-nihilistic, cynical way of, putting shock value in the game, or it could be a commentary on the brutality of war and the heavy likelihood of, collateral damage. I don't know. All I know is that this game is fun. Again, if played correctly. If you ever even turn on the arcade mode of this game, you're playing it wrong. Now, I might not be long for this world, because I'm being bombarded from all angles by heavily armed Gestapo pigs. I feel like I need to get like in the fucking I need to get on this game's level. I need to draw more from like an anti-authoritarian sort of attitude, because that's what this game is all about. This game is all about like fucking sticking it to the man, killing cops in mass, killing gang members who would take advantage of their neighbors and peers by exploiting their weaknesses. This is all about freeing people from their shackles. It's about doing so with using the most violent means, but hey, it's still what it's about. I'm so sorry, everyone. And then ultimately, as I pointed out before, it's about the futility of that goal, and how trying to shake up the status quo will ultimately have a whole population, both the haves and the have-nots, trying to destroy you and consume you. Because one thing that you can say about the status quo is that the powerful have an impetus to maintain it. Which, again, considering that eventually the cops and the gangsters are working together to defeat you because they all, benefit from the same corrupt system, your death is, in some cases, inevitable. There is a point in this game where you have to lose. I mean, I'm playing on fixed time right now, but when you're playing in arcade mode, when you're playing chaos mode, eventually you'll have to die. Oh man, I'm just about there. Oh man, I'm not Man, I'm not causing enough damage. Oh, there you go. Time's up. Oh, and then see, your death is inevitable. It says something about fighting the status quo and trying to change things. At least with violence, anyway. You know, I mean, somewhere off screen, somewhere not even involved in the narrative, is somebody getting involved in public speaking and low level activist action. I mean, I'm sure that to that person, I am a symbol of what not to do, running around shooting cops and gangsters and whatnot, slumlords, I guess that they might be considered. Hey, nobody gets what they deserve. We always get what's coming to us. That's probably the end of the first episode. Maybe I'll play some more State of Emergency, or maybe I'll just do something else. Thanks for watching. You should about this time be seeing a finished piece of artwork. I hope it's good. I hope that you enjoy what this channel has to offer here in the future. Do all the things that you do if you like stuff. Like it, subscribe to this channel, share this with your friends. This is just a modest first little attempt. Pay no mind to it if you're not emotionally affected. Have a nice day, I guess. All right. Thanks. But like, how can you not be excited when you just pummeled fucking, I don't know, iced tea, and then Ludacris calls you up the next day and he's like, yo, I saw your fight. You got some pretty good moves, and you're like, I'm throwing bows with the best of them.